Hello everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode on this channel. Today, we're gonna talk about Hassan getting in some sort of lawsuit, apparently, according to Pegasus anyway. But hey, more importantly, look, the mirror is clean, bro. Oh my god. Yo, I will put you on the screen. I can't remember your name off the top of my head. But bro, the person that left the comment saying I gotta clean my mirror. Oh my god, bro. I can't believe I let that shit slide like that. Like, oh my god. You were so right, bro. And I look literally I read your comment. I looked at my mirror. I started laughing. I was like, this shit needs to get sorted right now. Like, there is no way right now. How the fuck can I not clean the mirror? Especially because it's in frame. I know, well, you guys can't see it, but the mirror is crashed to shit anyway. So I've always planned to change this mirror at some point. But either that or fix, because this wardrobe is like 16 years old, like 15, 16 years old. And the door that was supposed to be here, like the wheels broke on it. And I need to kind of have the whole door redone because the material also broke inside over the years. So this mirror was actually like just sitting behind the sofa. So like we know nobody used it anyway, right? But since the door broke, the mirror would fit only here, like right here. And now that it's in frame, I don't know how the fuck I didn't think to clean it. But anyway, it's just a funny thing, right? The mirror is clean now. I'll probably I'm not planning on having the mirror here all the time. Like I said, I'm planning on changing the glass and fixing the other door so it goes back to where it was. Or maybe, I don't know, in the future, right, we'll add some stuff on the mirror to be in frame. I feel like that'll be funny. And also, like, completely removing the mirror from the frame, it will just put me way too far off. But yeah, anyway, it wouldn't fit. Like, I wouldn't fit nicely in the frame anymore. But yeah, anyway, mirror is clean now. Oh my god, bro. I can't believe I had like a minute or something like that talking about the mirror being clean. But hey, listen, I don't care. Even, bro, I swear to God, even if you meant it in a bad way, I don't even care because you're so right. But hey, you just gave me that kick in the balls, gave me the laugh and the kick in the balls to actually just get off and just clean that shit. I don't know how I let that slide. It's not gonna happen. I will make sure that the mirror is clean from now on. I don't know how the fuck I let that slide. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. Hassan apparently is getting in some sort of lawsuit. So yeah, let's see what this is about, bro. Once again, the link of the video is in the description, so you guys can support more Pegasus. Drop him a comment, you know what I mean, all that good stuff. If you're new here, subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment, whatever the fuck you want. Like, I don't care, just anything you want to say in the comments, as long as obviously, like, it's not like some fuck shit or whatever. You guys are welcome to drop it. But yeah, I don't know, let's just get straight into it.
Welcome back to a series so legal, even Saul Goodman subscribed. In today's video, Hassan Piker is now apparently suing a councilwoman for defamation.
Oh.
Ironic. This was
What?
after she tweeted a response to Hassan's drone clip where he apparently told his followers that you could get explosive delivery mechanisms for cheap from China. People have responded.
Oh yeah, I remember he said that. Yeah, that was not very smart, huh?
Claiming Hassan is bluffing and he would totally lose the case. More Hassan clips are going viral where he was extremely offended that his friend made a joke about his TikTok. Pathetic. Old clips have surfaced of Queen Jellyfish Cutie and Maya humiliating Jellywig, talking about how much hotter Hassan is than him on Nisa 2.0. Worst platform, Twitch is in hot water after promoting International Women's Day with the game Overcooked 2. Now,
no way, bro. That is hilarious. What the fuck?
Promoting International Women's Day with the game Overcooked 2. Now, turns out women actually voted for this, but the feminists are still very mad for some reason. Professional Regod Sneeko is back glazing the dictator Kamini. He says he will get eternal paradise and reach the highest rank in heaven? And that his death was strategically planned and intended. Holy copium! Streamer FanFan has responded to people trying to get her to speak on politics like Emiru. Subscribe so Hassan gets countersued.
Bro, people that force like other people to talk about politics, they're so fucking gay. Not everybody wants to talk about politics, right? Even if they're into politics, right, and they really care about politics, bro. Not everybody wants to talk about that shit. Like the people that force people to like talk, like for example, Emery, like she has nothing to do with fucking politics, bro. What the fuck would you go to her for your political take? Like, oh, I wonder what Emery is thinking. Like, I want to know what she's thinking, so I know if she's on my side or not. Like, who gives a shit?
Somebody's cooked.
That shit is just gay as fuck, honestly.
Now let's begin. Right, welcome back everybody. Today is a crazy day. Apparently, Hassan is suing people for defamation now. Hassan Piker is suing someone for defamation. You cannot make this shit up, bro. The guy who defames people on the daily. This guy could have 10 different people sue him for defamation, and now he's trying to sue somebody else. Hassan threatens to sue New York City Councilwoman Vicky Palladino. Right, so it all started with this clip, which we actually covered in a previous video. Basically, Hassan was talking about buying drones from China. Here's a recap.
You really don't need suicide bombing anymore. Just
Oh
make
my God.
drones. You can purchase them in the online marketplace. Like China literally sells explosive ordnance delivery mechanisms that you can put to a DJI drone that you can purchase like at virtually no significant cost in comparison to like, you know, sophisticated equipment that you need to put together.
Right, so here we got
Oh
Vicky,
my
the
god, bro,
New York
that
City
clip is so bad, bro. Oh my god, bro, that shit is
You know,
fucked.
sophisticated equipment that you need to put together.
Right, so here we got Vicky, the New York City Council member, responding. Hassan Piker is telling his followers to make self-bombing drones. Hassan also said that America deserved 9/11 and has hosted Houthi terrorists on stream. Anyways, here are a couple of pictures of our mayor and a current city councilman hanging out with him recently. And it's Zoran Mamdani with Hassan Piker, and it's this guy with Hassan. Right, so Hassan responded, be on the lookout for a defamation suit councilwoman. Okay, so basically he wants to sue her for this tweet here, where she basically just said what he said in the clip. I guess the interpretation is a little different here. Maybe you could argue that he wasn't explicitly telling his followers, but in my opinion, it did sort of sound like a tutorial, like, oh, you can buy these drones for cheap from China. Oh, you're only doing it for the love of the game. You don't actually need to neck yourself in order to pull this off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. Even if he said it just to be entertaining, that fucked him over, honestly. How the fuck do you say this shit? Like in front of thousands of people, and like you go in so much detail. It's like, yeah, you get this shit from China, like the explosion mechanism, you know what I mean, and you just attach it to this drone, and it only costs you like 4 racks, like it's nothing, you know what I mean. Like the people that do it the old-fashioned way, you know what I mean, they're just doing it for the love of the game. Like no matter how you spin it, it's not good, bro. Like you are screwed. And 100%, bro, I don't think this guy is planning to actually sue her, because any lawyer that he would talk to, they would just tell him, bro, what are you doing? You're gonna lose. You're gonna embarrass yourself even more. Just don't. So I'm pretty sure this guy just did it for the attention of it, you know what I mean? Just to cause controversy or whatever, to make people talk about him.
People responded, what's the lawsuit going to be for? You said those things. It's literally on video, dude. How are you even going to deny the things you said on video?
He's gotta delete the video, bro.
This is your first rodeo with Hassan Piker, because he's actually infamous for denying shit that he said on video. Cue the dog shocking saga. And basically every other situation. He's gonna go to the jury and say, it was out of context. You see, when I was telling them that, hey, you can buy these drones for cheap from China, and you know, when I connect that with me glazing terrorists on the regular and being very sad this dictator died, I don't know, I suppose he thinks he's gonna win that. We got Hassan Glazers. Don't stop there. Sue them all and crush them with their own methods. Yeah, let's see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna work out great.
Sue Asmongold, sue Ethan, sue all the slop tubers. We'll see how that goes. Enjoy discovery and all of your evils being legally revealed, Hassan. She's not lying though. You straight up described how to obtain and use a drone. Combine this with your history of supporting Houthi terrorists and you have no case. Yes, I think the history is also very relevant, right?
Yeah.
Now, the clip in itself is also very bad. But when you look into these cases, you have to build a sort of profile, right? You gotta understand what this person is like. And Hassan's constant support of terrorists in the past, 10 toes down, Hezbollah is based. I have no problem with the paramilitary organization. My favorite flag is Hezbollah and all the shit, right? And then when you compound all of that shit together, it builds a profile of a terrorist supporter, right? And a terrorist supporter would be somebody who would be likely to make statements like this on how to instruct their audience how to, acquire such technology.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because of his history, like, he is screwed, right? Because obviously, like, if it was just this clip alone, right, like on its own, yeah, it'll be a bad clip for sure, but it wouldn't be enough to convict him of anything, right? Like, and like, if, for example, he instead he had a history of just making jokes or whatever, right? It would still be a bad clip, sure, but a lot of people will be more like, yeah, obviously he didn't mean it, right? Like, it's not like he didn't mean it. Like, if you look at his history, he has a history of just making like dark humor, like dark humor jokes. Like, it's not like he's instructing people to just go out now and do this. But in his case, like, having conversations with terrorists and inviting them and being happy, that you're talking to them, thinking that, bad people actually, did a good thing, saying that 9/11 was a good thing for America, and all this like crazy history that you have, right, is really not helping you in any case. Like, it's not helping you at all, bro. Anybody looks at this and it will take the logical conclusion that you probably just meant this. You know what I mean? Or even if you didn't mean this to your audience, you definitely think that this is something that people should do instead, right? Like, this is the way that you think, and you genuinely think that that's what they should do. Even if, you whatever, you can say that you didn't mean on video, right? Like, it was definitely like a joke or whatever you want to say. Even if people give you the benefit of the doubt, people will know that, okay, this is just the way that you think. Like, you probably genuinely think this in your free time, you know what I mean? Off camera, you probably glaze this and be like, yeah, actually, why are they not doing this instead? You know what I mean? It won't be a joke. So yeah, you're screwed regardless.
It's not defamation when you actually said it, dumbass.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you said it, so you can't say I didn't say that.
You first have to have a positive reputation before you can be defamed.
Yep.
That is true. That
That
is
is
true.
fact,
Okay?
yeah.
Hassan Piker is not like a well-esteemed figure. His reputation is absolute fucking dirt. So it would be hard to make the case for defamation at all. We got the...
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, right? Like, he has a history of just doing fuck shit. So of course, people are gonna take him more seriously.
bot Hassan fan in literally every reply. This should be a slam dunk lawsuit ending your career. And he's talking to the councilwoman.
Fingers crossed.
Right. So attorney legal mindset responded saying, spoiler, Hassan's not winning that defamation suit, even if he filed, which he won't. Basically saying that, oh, this is just bullshit.
Bluffing,
he's not
yeah.
actually going to file the defamation suit. It is basically a tactic to get her to stop talking about him, get her to stop, basically scare everybody into thinking, oh, I can't criticize Hassan. But luckily for us here on the legendary series, we provide evidence for every single thing we say about Hassan with the clips in his own fucking voice right there saying that shit. So it's pretty much impossible to launch any sort of defamation lawsuit, at least against somebody like myself. But I don't know about this councilwoman. Even this, I don't feel like it's gonna go through. I don't know if this...
I mean, listen, bro, it's so obvious. It's so obvious that he has no chance in court, right? Like, the fact that an actual lawyer just confirmed it, it's just like, if it wasn't a slam dunk before and it was like a 99.9% like a 99.9% possibility, now it's like 100% possibility that he's losing the lawsuit, right? Okay? Even, just like I said, right, any lawyer will tell you, what the fuck are you doing? You shouldn't do this. You're just gonna ruin yourself. And there you go, point proven, right? An actual lawyer came out and said, yeah, he's not gonna do that because he's gonna fucking lose.
there's like a different bar for a councilwoman versus a general content creator. Also insanely ironic from the king of defamation. It's hard to think of anyone with an alternative opinion to Hassan that he hasn't falsely accused of a crime or otherwise defamed. Yes, Hassan Piker routinely calls people PDF files, Israel dick riders, Nazis, based on nothing. He literally called me a Jeffrey supporter based on a random message in his chat, which, you know, if he ever wanted to pursue something, I'd easily be able to counter with that. Anyways, turns out Hassan actually responded on stream. He explains how his lawsuit against Vicky Palladino is different than Ethan Klein. Also says that he's not worried about discovery.
Yeah,
right?
I'm sure you're not.
Basically, a bunch of people were calling him out, saying that, oh, you're a hypocrite, because he was calling out Ethan for abusing the legal system. Oh, going after these content creators. Oh, you have so much money, you're just going to overwhelm them. And he's kind of doing the same thing here. He's loaded and he's using the legal system, blah, blah, blah. Now, essentially, he goes on to say that the only reason he's suing is because she's an elected official and that he wouldn't actually be suing a random Twitter person or a content creator.
If it wasn't an elected official, I wouldn't give a shit. Who gives a fuck what some like random dickhead on Twitter says? Yeah, suing a content creator for being a bitch is very different than suing a flagrantly racist councilwoman in New York City.
Bro, I want to know. I want to know. How is she racist, bro? Come on. You're just throwing any words out there. I genuinely want to know. How is she racist?
Flagrantly racist councilwoman in New York City. Enjoy discovery and all your evils being legally revealed, Hassan. Okay. I don't know what these guys think like a defamation lawsuit is going to reveal. Do they legitimately think that I'm in contact with like the Taliban or like the Iranian government or something?
Actually, kind of. Well, not with the Iranian government, but probably are. Well, you are actually in contact with some terrorists. Like, what the fuck do you mean, bro? You are. Like, you literally had him the fucking guy from One Piece, right? Like, on your stream. Like, what do you mean? You literally are.
Because if that was the case, that wouldn't come out in a fucking legal suit. The FBI would be knocking on my fucking door far before this came to, defamation territory. Wait, when I finish my documentary about you, what documentary? Someone in Iran probably getting bombed because they watch you. Okay.
What the fuck?
I mean,
I don't know what that was, bro.
Ending to a clip. I mean, that's just a standard Hassan clip, you know, ends with him talking about bombs, of course.
Yep.
Anyways, let's just go through all of the bullshit right there, right? First off, about discovery, right? So that's basically a legal process in which the other party can acquire information they don't have at the moment, right? They can find out hidden sort of documents, communications, and get all this evidence, right? And we all know that Hassan Piker has a lot of fucking skeletons in his closet, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to make any accusations here, of course. Hassan is throwing out lawsuits, obviously. Now, listen, we don't know who Hassan is in contact with, right? I will be fair to Hassan and agree that there is no evidence that he is collaborating with the Iranian government or whatever, despite his statements of, being a dictator glazer. There's no direct ties. But what we do know is that he was 100% indisputably in contact with Luffy from One Piece.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, okay, whatever. Nobody actually said you're in contact with the Iranian government, bro. But you're literally in contact with a fucking terrorist, bro. What do you mean?
Timothy Chalamet, who he invited on stream, right? The guy that Hassan insists is not a terrorist, right? Despite introducing
he's
him
not, bro. He's
as
just a chill guy.
Rebel. Now, the other day, this lovely young man, just a random teenager in Yemen, according to Hassan, right? He was talking about hunting down ships. Now, is that what the average teenager does, guys? Hunting down ships?
Yeah, like we all wake up in the morning, like we're all 15 or whatever, right? And we just wake up in the morning, go hunt down some like ships or whatever, you know what I mean? Just go bomb people. Like that's just normal shit. That's not terrorism. Like, it's just casual stuff.
Now, keep in mind, previously, this guy was also talking about bombing ships. Yes, that's what average teenagers obviously do. They bomb ships. They also be talking about impaling people, particularly certain types of people. But, you know, this is just civilian activities, obviously, according to Hassan Piker. So I will
just
say
chill guy like that.
objectively, that is kind of sus, right? And that is why people might assume that, hey, in Discovery, something bad might come out because you may have contacts with certain evil people, right? Just considering you have contacts with this guy who is not the nicest guy, I'd say. Also, it's not the most insane leap to think that a repeated terrorist glizzy gladiator, a guy who had to put his own chat in emote-only mode because they wouldn't stop glazing a literal terrorist, right? A literal shooter who shot civilians. Yeah, it would obviously make sense that this guy may possibly be connected, not saying anything though. Also, he says that he won't be suing like random Twitter people. Now, that may be a throwaway comment, or it may be a jab at Asmongold, considering Asmon was talking about suing that guy from Twitter who called him a PDF file with zero evidence, right? Now you can't.
I genuinely think it was probably just a throwaway comment. I don't think he was talking necessarily about Asmongold. And even if it was, like, what the fuck, I still retarded, bro. Because like if Asmon actually goes through with the lawsuit, he has all the right to do that. Like, what the fuck? It's not like someone, like, you know what I mean, calling you, like, I don't know, you're just like, oh, I think you're just retarded or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, someone's throwing life ruining allegations about you, so of course you're not gonna let that shit slide, you know what I mean? I genuinely, you know, if honestly, like, I think Asmongold should do it, you know what I mean? Because it's a life ruining allegation, you know. Just calling someone shit like that is not, you know, it's not okay, bro. It's not like, you know, someone, like, you know what I mean? It's like, so like, for example, you know, if I was to sue, obviously I would never do that, but say I was to sue the guy that just told me, like, you know, bro, you know, have you ever thought about cleaning your mirror, right? That would be retarded, right? But if someone was to say something about me that's obviously bullshit and that's life ruining, then I would sue. Yeah, like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna let randos ruin my life, you know, just because, right? Because of bullshit that I say on the internet. Of course I'm gonna act out on that. But if someone is saying something silly or whatever, right, I'm not gonna fucking sue them. Like, that's stupid. So even if Hassan was actually, which to be fair, I don't think he was, but maybe I'm wrong, right? But even if he was, I still think it's something retarded. To, you know, it's a retarded jab, because it's like, all right, bro, he's just, you know, protecting his image. Like, he's not letting random people ruin his life. Like, what the fuck? Like, how is that a bad thing? But honestly, I think really, if it was a jab, it would be more at Ethan, not at Asmongold. But although, like I said, I think it was just throwing a comment.
Obviously sue every Twitter random, but he wanted to set a sort of standard or something like that. Also,
obviously.
I love the Hassan Piker logic. He goes, if I was a bad person, the FBI would arrest me. Yes, the very competent FBI. Everybody trusts the FBI, of course. Hassan himself is the biggest fan of Kash Patel, right? Just the most trustworthy person ever. Don't get me started on the Jeffrey files, of course, but it's clear they're, you know, not the most trustworthy people, let's just say, right? And I don't think Hassan Piker is their first priority either. Otherwise,
yeah, unfortunately not, even though he just, I don't know, bro, he just has a big history of fuck shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. Obviously, the FBI is already that trustworthy, right? But it's still something that, I don't know, man. How can you have someone, you know, someone like a terrorist, like basically, or not like a terrorist, but basically you have a fucking terrorist on your stream and somehow nobody's even remotely interested in looking into you? Like, come on, bro.
And I don't think Hassan Piker is their first priority either. Otherwise, a bunch of departments might have looked into him, right? Now, his explanation in Copium is that suing a content creator for being a bitch is different from a flagrantly racist councilwoman. Now, I don't know about Hassan calling anybody racist, considering the skeletons in his closet, right? And I feel like if it came to a court case, the amount of statements you could pull up of Hassan Piker. I mean, they would just have to riff through the legendary series, and holy shit, Hassan would be absolutely cooked, right?
Yeah, yeah. For one, and for two, I still like. He still has not explained how the fuck is she racist. Like, how is that racist, bro? You literally talked about making bombs rather than and like making bombs, and like rather than attaching them to yourself, like you just attach them to a drone. And she was like, how is this guy like? What's going on with this guy? How is he free? Like, how is nobody looking into him? And you're like, she's racist. How? Like, explain, bro. Also, give me a sec. Right, I'm back. Okay.
Right? They got all the evidence. They don't even have to look. They just got to go through the episodes, right?
Yep.
Which is a treat, honestly. And I love how he's just trying to prove that he's above Ethan, right? Oh, Ethan was bad. He sued these content creators. I'm not bad. I'm suing a councilwoman. Yeah, that makes it totally so much better, right? Yeah, keep coping, bro. Pure responded, number 1, Hassan ain't suing anyone. Number 2, Ethan has legal precedent for his suit. It's why CaseyTron mediated out of the case.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true. Casey did apologize, although I don't think her responsibilities are finished yet. Number 3, defamation only works if what the person said was maliciously untrue. She's repeating Hassan's own words.
Yeah,
Since
exactly.
Hassan is taking the Andrew Tate route of legal understanding. No way he just called Froggen, Denims, and CaseyTron the B word. I mean, yeah sorta, I guess. That doesn't even make sense. Influencers that engage in persistent smears do more damage and would be the first target of lawsuits. Also, zero chance he's proving malice on her statement. He should try copyright lawsuit instead. Hassan is such a vexatious litigant. Okay.
You know what? Actually, hold on. You know what's funny? He will have a better chance of winning a copyright lawsuit rather than the defamation one. And even that one will be like almost impossible, if not actually impossible to win. But yeah, honestly, yeah, he has a better chance of winning a copyright lawsuit over a defamation one. Bro, you literally fucking said it. Like, it can't be defamation if you're the one saying it, and you just got caught in 4K saying it.
He should try copyright lawsuit instead. Hassan is such a vexatious litigant. Okay, so that was what Hassan was saying about Ethan in the past, right? How dare he? He should just take it on the chin. You're being mean, Hassan. You know, she should start a GoFundMe. I hear that works pretty well, you know? Moving on to more Hassan clips going viral. I love this classic. Such a fragile ego for a person that has achieved so much in life. And they've linked this video. And basically, it's Hassan's friend, Austin. You might recognize him as the gay guy who was on the Hezbollah is my favorite flag clip. And he's a close friend of Hassan. So here he tries to make fun of Hassan a bit. You know, some friendly banter, and Hassan gets triggered.
Working out with Bradley Martin, who is 6'2", 260 pounds, and 135 pounds, 21.
Bro, 0 likes on your
started playing
comment.
the payphone clip, which he must have seen recently because
fell
it's been
off,
massive and it's
dude.
been blowing up.
What?
Look
dude?
at that, 0 likes. Look at you, fell off, dude. Nobody knows you.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, you're not on Gay Talk anymore. Look at you, washed up. They're like, is that political guy?
I'm about to smack you harder than fucking Stable Ronaldo got smacked if you keep talking shit like
Could you
this.
imagine? Could you imagine?
Do 1 week of content on your TikTok without me featured prominently.
Bro, we're on the same fucking podcast.
Just saying. Okay?
We're on the same podcast.
Mr. Fell Off.
What am I supposed to do?
Mr. Fell Off. Reload
Damn,
the
bro.
page.
He's literally like, he's having a crash out, bro. He's gonna cry, man. Jesus Christ, bro. I mean, his friend, it is roasting him, and it is funny as fuck, but he's about to really fucking crash out.
Mr. Fell Off.
What am I supposed to do?
Mr. Fell Off. Reload the page.
Yo,
Why?
guys, I just got finished.
Somebody asked if I would help Hassan if he got slapped like that.
I have 2 fucking. I have 2 likes.
Look at the response.
Ain't you Austin's friend? Yeah, dude. I know. We're really hitting numbers on TikTok. Thanks, guys.
Hassan, you know you f with me all the time. You can't take this one time. I can't f with you just a little bit.
No, of course you can.
Come on, I'm just
That is
poking fun. I'm just being.
Oh my god. What a thin-skinned crybaby
Yeah.
ass mother flipper, bro. By the way, I find it so funny. He has thousands of people watching him live. and all of them refuse to go to the TikTok and like the comment to appease Hassan's ego. They are literally just rage baiting him. And instead of taking a flippant joke, Hassan starts flexing his views like, oh yeah, do 1 week of content without me. See if you get any likes, bro. And that's how you speak to your friend, by the way. Like, goddamn. He's essentially saying that, oh, I'm so popular. Without me, you'd actually be nothing, right? And that's obviously such a personal comment to make after he's just poking fun at you. Like, obviously, everybody knows you have social media motion. Everybody knows you can get more than a like on TikTok. He's obviously joking around, right? But Hassan is completely insecure, right? It's like when people call him fat, he still gets fucking offended because he remembers he was friggin' size. But yeah, I wouldn't really joke around with Hassan. He might ship you off to Hezbollah.
He might start crying.
He thinks they're very based, a base terrorist org. Moving on to Jillywig. Now recap, last time he was beefing with the debunker XQC, calling him a two-faced person who acts tough online, talks a bunch of shit, but he doesn't back it up in person. I don't know what he was expecting, maybe a physical fight. Heaven forbid somebody be nice IRL, right? Well, now an old clip is going viral where Queen Jellyfish, Cutie here, is sort of humiliating Ludwig. She's having a conversation with Maya. You might know her as the streamer who really cares about animals, except when it comes to Hassan shocking his dog, of course. So basically they talk about how hot Hassan is, and Cutie implies Ludwig is not, before quickly correcting it. We got Anissa Jomha 2.0 here.
I want someone who is like confident and feels good about themselves. I don't want a guy
what he
who's
should
hot
say.
and like thinks he's ugly.
I
Why
do.
would I want that for why?
I don't want a guy that everyone thinks is hot because then I have got all these bitches trying to get at him. Actually, Ludwig is the first guy that I dated that's like traditionally attractive.
Of course. Ludwig is an exception, guys. Oh shit, I almost messed up, right? I don't want a guy who everyone thinks is hot. I just want someone who everybody thinks is ugly, right? I don't want to deal with that competition. Instantly, the cogs start turning in her head, realizes that this looks really bad on Ludwig considering she wants like, oh, an ugly guy and she's with Ludwig, right? And then instantly she has to save herself and goes, oh no, but Ludwig's actually good though. Yeah, nice correction there. But it actually gets worse. They bring up Hassan. God knows why. They want to do this humiliation ritual, but they bring up Hassan.
You've said this, the jock.
Okay, I take back the jock thing because everybody makes fun of me. But he is traditionally attractive, like Hassan. He's like traditionally attractive, you know? No, is he not? Are you?
No, I agree with you. I don't think Lud is like Hassan. I think
okay,
they're very different. They're very different. I don't think
They're
people
very
are like
different, but
thirst
people-
trapping over Hassan or
you're
Ludwig.
right, over Ludwig. Okay, I understand. But I'm saying like people look at Hassan and they're like, he's traditionally attractive.
Yeah, no, I do go what you're saying, yes.
Oh my
Bro.
God, bro. Why the fuck would you ever talk about this? Just note, if you ever talk about...
Yeah, what the fuck would you put out on the internet, bro? Jesus Christ, that was hard to watch, man. And I don't really give a shit about Ludwig in the first place, bro. But still, that was hard to watch, man. He's just being done dirty like that.
your partner's attractiveness, just talk about them. Okay, do not be comparing them to other people because that's just a recipe for disaster. That is never, ever going to end well, right? And I swear to God, why do these people always bring up Hassan? It's actually tragic, bro. I mean, this is giving the beginnings of Anissa 2.0, where she routinely humiliates iDubbbz, right? It feels like all of these people are just shock-colored, right? And is it just me, or was that like super disrespectful? Maya's like, oh yeah, no, he's not hot. Ludwig's not hot. He's not like Hassan, you know? They're very different. Like, how are you just gonna take that? Tell her to shut the fuck up and defend your man. Oh my God.
Yeah, that is
She's
disrespectful
literally
as fuck.
sitting there going, oh yeah, your boyfriend's not actually hot. Hassan is way better. You know, people actually make thirst traps about him. God, I mean, it is pathetic. A complete humiliation ritual, just not defending Ludwig at all. Now, a couple other convenient facts to keep in mind. This is the person who defended Hassan shocking his dog, despite going to his house, finding that the prongs were cut off the goddamn shock collar, and still choosing to believe him that he didn't shock his dog. I mean, that is some fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's some crazy retardation right there, bro. You literally see that he cut off the prongs after he done that shit, and you're like, no, guys, like, he didn't shock his dog. Like, you know, I've seen it. I've seen it. You know, I mean, I've been there. Like, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, god damn, bro, you're next level of retard.
Mental gymnastics you got to do there.
I'm at his house. I looked at the collar. The collar is taped off where I think there would be prongs.
Also, another convenient fact, she had no problem with him harassing her by thrusting his pee-pee at her. And Ludwig goes, that's crass. That's pretty crass.
Oh,
And he came in. He said, "You could see my dick in this." And I said, "Hassan, I'm not looking." And then he proceeded to hump the air. And he said, "Look." And I said, "I'm not looking."
That's crass.
Absolute
Cock.
behavior. Moving on to some Twitch drama involving Women's Day. And it all started here. Twitch is being called out on the timeline for choosing Overcooked 2 as their selected Twitch Rivals game to celebrate International Women's Day.
that is funny as fuck. Bro, it's just hilarious, bro. Why the fuck could anybody get mad, bro? It's just funny.
Right. I mean, I see why. Like, the optics are pretty bad here because
I don't know, man. Like, come on, bro. It's not like, come on. It's not that bad, bro. It's just a fucking game, bro. And it's obviously, like, it's obviously made more towards women, right? Like, I mean, not many guys play that game. Like, they probably play fucking Call of Duty or something else, right? Like, I don't know, Fortnite or whatever, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, men in general are more towards, like, you know, shooter games and stuff like that, right? Not chill games, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying if you're a man who plays something wrong with you, right? But I'm just saying, like, the audience, right? Really, it's more women, right? When it comes to like Overcooked 2 or, you know, young kids, stuff like that. Like, they wouldn't be like, you know, grown men or whatever, like, or like teenage boys like playing this shit. Like, you know what I mean? They'll probably be playing Halo or Call of Duty or something like that, right? Like, I don't know, like, and come on, man, it's not like they call, like, oh yeah, you know, like, it's time to send a woman in the kitchen to make a sandwich or whatever. Come on, bro, like, it's not even that bad, bro. And especially if it's chosen by, like, see what to prove the point, right? Like, the game was chosen by women, so like, even they were like, yeah, bro, we like this. So I don't get it, man. I don't get the fucking rage about it. Like, you know, I mean, it's not that deep, bro. Like, people take shit way too out of context for no reason.
woman in like a cooking game. But I mean, I don't really have a problem with this. It's like, I hear it's like a good game and stuff, and I don't think they picked it because it's a cooking game. But people are very mad at Twitch. A bunch of people are mad. And personally, I feel like there's 500 other problems Twitch has to get mad about.
Honestly,
like, you know,
yeah.
letting criminals run free on their platform. SA superstar Nina Lin, terrorist Glazer, Hassan Piker, you know, people putting bounties on people. Maybe address some of that, but apparently this is the pressing issue. Right, so somebody responded here, Kiwi on the Sticks, who's a Twitch ambassador, clarifies Twitch's Overcooked 2 choice. Let's celebrate International Women's Day. The Women's Guild voted for the Women's Guild events game, and y'all hop straight on the Twitch-hating bandwagon to call them sexist. Part of supporting women means letting women do what they want, which just might be playing Overcooked sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Like, bro, they chose it, man. Like, what the fuck? They're the one that chose the game. How the fuck do you think that's a bad thing? If the woman chose the game, isn't that a good thing that they actually used it? I don't know, during the fucking Women's Day. I'm sure, like Twitch didn't think like, oh yeah, bro, all the women choose Overcooked too. So like, you know what I mean? Let's just do it because, you know, people will know that people would just get angry, right? Like, they'll think that we're just being sexist. Like, come on, bro. If they chose it, like, of course they're gonna fucking represent it, right?
Letting women make choices is the point. Having to prove women have rights by forcing them to play Call of Duty would be weird.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
Is what they want to do. Let them. Besides, have y'all even played Overcooked? One of the most fun multiplayer games out there. Yeah, I mean, I
don't know. I
voted
never played
for
it, but
I don't really see a problem here. But apparently, a lot of people are pissy mad about this.
There's also another section, as mentioned, that are genuinely getting offended by this news, by this game being picked. For example, this Twitch streamer Lucy Pancakes says, "I'm part of the Women's Guild, by the way. They know how this looks and chose to move forward with it anyway because our entire community overwhelmingly voted for it. I don't think the higher-ups realized it was going to look this bad."
No, bro. Nobody thought about this, bro. If they fucking chose the game, why the fuck would they, I'm sure maybe, well, guaranteed there's some women trolls out there that probably chose the game because they thought it'd be funny. But the fact that, like, women voted for this, and then the first thing in your head is like, yeah, they did this on purpose, like, and the Twitch staff team definitely chose this, or higher up, sorry, they definitely chose this because they know it's going to look weird. No, bro, I think it's just something wrong with you, not with everybody else. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, have you thought about looking in a fucking mirror? Maybe you're the weird one, not everybody else. If everybody else voted for the game, as a fucking woman, they were like, yes, bro, please, I don't know, pick Overcooked 2. Like, we love this game, and we would love to play it. And then you're like, they did this, they did this because they want to make fun of women, don't they? No, bro, I think it's just you being an idiot.
Someone else points out how the majority of women actually want to play this anyways. It's really not a big deal. But Lucy says, I wish that we existed in the timeline where we could play what we want without harmful stereotypes looming overhead. Still, I don't think it was the best message to send right now with everything going on in the world.
What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean? I wish we can exist in a timeline where we could play what we want without harmful stereotypes looming overhead. Oh, yeah. Because there's some men that make a joke, or even women that make this joke saying, oh yeah, I'm a woman, so I'm supposed to go to be in the kitchen, make the man a sandwich or whatever, or a man saying like, oh, shut up, woman, just go make me a sandwich. Like, oh yeah, that means that now you can't play, someone's putting a gun to your head, or every single time, a man sees you play this game, they're all gonna just hate this. Bro, come on, are you fucking serious? What the fuck do you mean? What's wrong with you? And what do you mean still? I don't think that was the best message to send right now with everything going on in the world. They weren't trying to send that message. They were just like, hey, women voted for this, so I guess we're just gonna put this game. If that's what they want, that's what we're gonna do. How the fuck do you think they want to deliberately do this message? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Just take a break from the internet. Jesus Christ, man. Like, what's wrong with you? Come on, man. Like, for real.
Still, I don't think it was the best message to send right now with everything going on in the world.
And what the fuck does the rest of the world have to do with this? Like, if anything, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm not saying that whatever's happening in Iran is good or whatever, but that has nothing to do with it. They're not even on the same fucking continent of, like, how bad they are. Like, obviously the Iran stuff, it's a lot worse than, I don't know, a fucking dickhead on the internet calling you a woman and telling you to go make him a fucking sandwich. Like, come on, are you serious?
Oh my gosh, everything going on in the world right now, that's crazy. Women had it so much better in the 1800s. This is
yeah,
awful.
I'm sure they
Adam
did.
Savvy pointed out how ridiculous that take is and actually got blocked by Lucy Pancake for this. She says, guys, Twitch choosing a cooking game which was voted on by the members of the guild, which means women chose the game played by women, wow. But that's problematic because of what's going on in the world.
Exactly.
That's right, choosing a cooking game is bad because of something Palestine, something Trump bad. Are you stupid?
Yes, I fucking retarded. Bro, come on, man. You got blocked? That is just funny. Like, bro, these people are so fucking sensitive to the real world. They're so fucking unreal, bro. They shouldn't be allowed internet because they clearly... They try to make everything a problem. Oh, you said this, that's a problem. Just think about what's happening on the other half of the fucking planet. Oh, you can't say this, you can't make a joke because just think about what's going on with Iran or with fucking Palestine or whatever. Like, bro, just shut the fuck up. Get off the internet, get your shit together, and then come back on the internet. What are you doing? Not everything has to be so serious. And it's like, come on, man. Women voted, so why the fuck are you complaining? I don't know. If anything, you should be upset not at Twitch, but at the woman that voted the game. If you really want to be mad at somebody for choosing, for choosing the cooking game, because it was the woman that chose the cooking game, because they're the one that fucking played the game. Like, what?
Abby then laughing at how, to no one's surprise, as mentioned, immediately after making that response, Pancake blocked her. But here's my favorite post by Lucy Pancakes. This one is comedy gold. Am I part of the Twitch Women's Guild? Yes. Do I feel like this was a blunder? Absolutely.
Why?
Here's why. Oh gosh. We could have really done something epic. Dominated a male-occupying game, all-female Marvel Rivals teams, or BF6 Warzone, proved that we are more than just casual gamers.
I mean, sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, sure, you could have done that. But that's not what the majority wanted. And we could have demonstrated something epic, you know, invade the dominated dominated a male occupying game. I mean, no one's stopping you. Go on, just install Marvel Rivals or fucking Warzone. Hop on there and play. Prove that you are better. Like, no one's putting a gun to your head and said you're not allowed to play Warzone because you're a woman. You gotta play the cook game. It's just what fucking everybody voted for. What do you mean, man?
Oh yeah, because all of you squatting up in a full stack and stomping a bunch of solo queuers is really gonna prove that you're a competitive gamer. You're really about that life, We can see another offended person right here saying, great way to tell us there's not a single woman on their team, or one that feels secure giving feedback. Because how did this get released with absolutely no pushback?
Because not everybody's retarded like you? What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, I would understand if it was like an all-male team, right? And they decided the best thing to represent women was a cooking game. Okay,
oh no, yeah, okay, yeah. If the men voted for what the women should play, 100%, yeah. Would have been funny still? Yes. Duh. But I can understand why they were angry. But if the fucking women themselves chose the game that they want to fucking play, you're just fucking, you know, it's just friendly fire. Like, all the women chose this, and then you're trying to make it some fucking retarded extreme. It's like, come on, guys, do you not see the jokes here? Like, come on, guys, what the fuck? Oh my god, like, how can they be so blind? Like, bro, get off the internet. Like, relax, bro. I think it's something wrong with you, not with the rest of the people, bro.
And they decided the best thing to represent women was a cooking game. Okay, that I can see. It could be sexist,
sure.
It could be misogynistic, whatever. But if it's women themselves choosing this game, and this is the game they want to play the most, you know, quite literally being given the choice, they naturally, organically pick the fucking cooking game. I mean, you can't really complain at that point, right? That's just kind of how it is, right? And I find it hilarious that other women are going, oh yeah, you're not representing women properly. Like,
yeah.
I just don't get it. What the fuck is the problem? Like, just be happy you have like a day that's being celebrated for you. You know, enjoy the game or whatever. Who cares what the specifics are? Like, you gotta cry about everything.
You got
Yeah, what do you mean they don't represent them the way they're supposed to be? Come on, bro, you literally have a fucking day for yourself. Where is the man's day? Where is the man's day? Come on, when are we getting our day? Like, shut up, bitch. Just be grateful that you have a day and, like, just stop complaining for nothing, bro.
Gotta love the irony of easily offended people talking about others being secure or not secure.
I know, right? It's
Another
just hilarious.
exchange here, we can see this Amanda person saying, honest question, were there any women at the brainstorming session for this campaign? And once again, we have Savvy responding, saying, the women voted for it because women like the game. What's wrong? Are women not allowed to like certain games now? And Amanda replies to Savvy and says, you all can't understand that the problem isn't the game itself. I even love it. It's posting it associated with Women's Day. We know the community we have, and that in any game we hear go to the kitchen, wash the dishes to belittle us. The campaign model was biased to get engagement.
Yeah, I'm sure
and
it was.
the justification was it was their decision, but in the end, the brand is the one who approves it.
Listen, yeah, okay, bro. Just because there's like some fucking 15-year-old telling you, shut up, woman, go make me a sandwich or wash the dishes to belittle you, that doesn't mean that everybody in the fucking world thinks that, bro. I can guarantee you that, like, I don't know, okay, whatever, no, say fucking, I don't know, 80% of people that watch that, they did not, that was not their first thought. You know what I mean? Or like, they were like, oh my god, I can't believe Twitch is so base. Now let's go and belittle women, bro. Like, are you serious?
Here's another one. I'm going to say it. Oh no. She's going to say it, guys. You ready for this? This was a bad idea. With the heightened misogyny and history of how women are treated in gaming, this would have been the perfect time to showcase our skills and competitiveness. And that is the stark difference between International Men's Day and International Women's Day.
Right.
For example, every year, I always forget International Men's Day is even a thing, up until that day actually comes around, and I see a bunch of miserable people online talking about how much they hate men, that for International Women's Day, there's this entire Twitch guild and an event sponsored by Twitch itself, which is owned by Amazon, doing special events and stuff like that. It's a complete night and day difference. But even then, as we saw just now, the section of virtue signaling women online are using this day and this event to tear other women down.
Yeah, I mean, I really...
Yeah, I know. It's just friendly firing each other. Like, what the fuck? And that's the thing. Like, you tell these women, right? That's what I was saying earlier, right? It's like, where the fuck is Man's Day, right? Like, They don't even know because they don't even fucking care, bro. And even when it's something that they should be happy about, like, I don't know, fucking women, they even then they have something to complain about. They just can never be happy. They're just miserable pieces of shit.
I can't
Wasting
imagine
space.
complaining about this shit when you got an entire day, bro. You men are out here starving. International Men's Day is not a thing, bro. I mean, technically, whatever it is, but like nobody gives a shit. Not a single soul is wishing me on that day, nor they're wishing any other guy. Okay,
Yeah, exactly. Like it technically is a thing, but nobody's actually celebrating it. Like fucking hell, bro. Like come on, and you know, but women literally have the day and it's being celebrated, and they still fucking complain about it. Like they can't shut the fuck up about complaining about stupid shit for 1 fucking second, bro, for 1 day.
not a single soul is wishing me on that day, nor they're wishing
Yeah.
any other guy, okay? We just forget it exists because it's not like a well-recognized thing. As a man, you just sort of crack on and do what you gotta do, okay? No acknowledgement, all right? Not that I need any personally. You guys are always glazing me in the comments, which I appreciate you very much. I meant more like, you know, the coal miners and stuff. But yeah, I feel like it's a stupid thing to complain about. Just be happy you got your day, a special recognition thing, and stop whining. As a woman,
Yep.
I don't want to come home and play a virtual kitchen game. Nobody asked you, okay? You can go.
Yeah, nobody's putting a gun to your head to play the fucking game, bro. Like, don't fucking play it then. It is what it is.
As a woman, I don't want to come home and play a virtual kitchen game. Nobody asked you, okay? You can go play another game. This is them who voted for it. This is sexist. Then why did you vote for it? Well, I feel like the people who voted for it and the people mad about it are different, right?
Yeah,
Wait a minute,
yeah.
This whole operation was your idea. I
Yeah.
freaking love Overcooked 2. This is just them being performative. My sister is savage. She watched this over my shoulder and said she's mad she can't even make a sandwich. The jokes write themselves. Yeah, this is an awfully convenient situation, I will say. Anyways, Twitch had to respond here, addressing the Women's Guild United Twitch rival show. The goal
Bro.
of this event is
No way you actually fucking apologize. Why the fuck would you do that, bro? Like, it's so fucking retarded. Why the fuck do you even have to address it? Like, come on.
to uplift this community and emphasize women in the community in a game that emphasizes teamwork, adaptability, and shared leadership. In the lead up to this post, we collaborated with the Women's Guild on many games. 4+ choices. Overcooked 2 won on a guild vote. Women's Guild made a deliberate choice not to let stereotypes dictate what games women should or shouldn't play. We should have shared more context. Future messaging will better reflect the guild's voice. Okay, man, we get it. We get it. Now, Gooning Lord, go do something about your platform. You dinosaur-ass motherflipper, addressing the most useless problems.
Honestly, there was nothing to even address, bro. That was just a filler statement for the sake of just addressing it. But there's nothing to even address, bro. Because it was just like, the woman voted, so they wanted it. Like, come on, bro. Maybe, sure, you could have made the messaging a bit more clear, whatever the fuck, right? But come on, bro. Like, that's literally nothing to even address, bro. Like, address how Hassan is still on your platform. Why the fuck do you sing him happy birthday, even though he's interacting with all kinds of fuck people, right? Like, come on, like the Luffy guy, right? Like, come on, this has nothing to do with it. It's just retarded.
Ever. Moving on to contender for rank #1 Ray God,
Yep.
Sneeko. He does it for free on the daily. Now, recap, Sneeko has been on the same side as Hassan in the Iran conflict. After their beloved dictator got smoked, Sneeko was out here literally praying for his health and safety, coping that he wasn't actually dead, right? He was out there justifying the oppression, mocking an actual Iranian with family there, Faiz Kaysan.
Do you know who that man is and what he did to Iran, what he did to innocents? Iran, obviously, he's not perfect, but what is the bigger picture going on?
All of you who are against this movement are worshiping essentially and defending a devil. A man who not only was murdering women every single day for not covering their faces and their heads. For me speaking on my family, I put my family's life in danger.
Well, you probably shouldn't have done that. So you put American lives in danger and you're putting your family in danger. You probably just should have stayed out of it if you didn't know.
So now Sneeko has responded saying it's a
Fucking
1,000
retard.
IQ move by his god Khamenei here. He actually wanted to die. He did it on purpose. Of course. How could we be
I'm
so
sure
dumb?
he did, bro.
Sneeko explains why the US made a big mistake by killing Khamenei, because this will unite the Iranian people more than ever before. Yeah, this guy totally cares about the Iranian people.
Yeah,
the U.S.
yeah.
made a mistake to kill Khamenei because they turned him into a martyr. And Khamenei strategically wanted to be killed so that he can unite the Iranian people. Which makes sense if you understand that He's saying that he probably had cancer. Also, he was 86 years old. Look at the way that the Shias are uniting right now. Look at how they're gathering together and understanding how evil U.S.-Israel empire is. So if they fell into his trap and assassinated...
I'm sure they're thinking that the America and Israel are so fucking evil when they're walking down the street and thanking America and Israel for actually killing this guy and freeing them. I'm sure they really think America is so fucking evil, bro. When they're like, thank you, Trump. Oh my God, thank you, America, for killing him. We are finally free. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure that's what they think.
Look at the way that the Shias are uniting right now. Look at how they're gathering together and understanding how evil U.S.-Israel empire is. So if they fell into his trap and assassinated an 86-year-old man, they martyred him. And the belief is that if you're martyred, you make it to the highest rank in heaven. One, he gets eternal paradise. But two, it activates something spiritual. It activates the warrior spirit within so many of the people that understand how evil Israel is. So,
right.
This is something that Trump would never do. This makes a lot of sense. This is a strategy that Netanyahu or Trump will never use because they fear death. That's why they want to be gods on earth. They would never be martyred for their cause because they want to be immortal. Khomeini does not fear the afterlife. That's the difference between Khomeini and Netanyahu. Khomeini does not fear death. Netanyahu knows where he's going.
Oh dear God, please tell me I heard that wrong. Did this man just say he will get the highest rank in heaven?
I'm sure he will, bro.
Eternal paradise for the dictator.
I'm sure he will.
Fuck am I listening to, bro? Yes, the evil dictator who oppressed people all this time was finally taken out. The people were freed from oppression. The guy who was gunning down his own citizens. And Sneeko here goes, yes, he will get eternal paradise. I don't know if he was like quoting someone else or something like that, but he seemed to agree with the take there. So, I mean, what the fuck, man? This is not like, I feel like this is not organic human stupidity. This shit is otherworldly. Okay, this shit is extraordinary. You know, last time I said in my video that it's hard to pick the bigger regard between Hassan and Sneeko, all right? One's a terrorist glazer, the other's a child marriage enjoyer, age of consent debater, one's a brothel visitor, one prays for a dictator. It's very hard to tell.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people were...
It's a very close first and second place, huh? I don't know. I'll still put Hassan as being worse than Sneeko. But I don't know. It's just... It could... Listen, if it could be either way, and I'll still be happy, you know, with the result. Whether it's Sneeko first, Hassan second, or Hassan first and Sneeko second, sorry, my bad, bro. You know, I'll still be happy with the result either way because it's such a close tie for the first place. It's unreal.
One's a brothel visitor, one prays for a dictator. It's very hard to tell. And a bunch of people were telling me, oh, of course it's Hassan. Hassan is the biggest regard, right? But I'd like you guys to reevaluate at this point. You see why it's a difficult choice? You see why they keep shifting up and down on the rankings? Like, they're really fighting for spot number 1 on global regard rankings here, right? They're really trying to get to the top here. And I commend them. They're fighting a good fight here. I mean, it's really neck and neck. Literally every
yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, I don't know. It could be either way. And I'll be like, yeah, that's fair.
Up and go, how can I say the stupidest thing known to man that no other human being has ever come up with? And this really reminds me of those moron US protesters we were looking at last time, where the feminists were cheering on Khomeini, pretending he's like a martyr and a great person who sacrificed his life when he would literally oppress women, right? And then we had alphabet soup individuals being like, oh, well, Iran is not fascist. Like, it's just crazy. You would be executed. These people are just not living
bro,
in
we
the real
have to
world
look at a
all,
video.
right? 90% of Iranians hate the guy. Speaking from firsthand experience. Funny thing is, you don't know if he's talking about Khomeini or Sneeko. Probably both. Anyway, moving on to more regards on Twitter. We got River to Sea person here. The hijab laws have always been my biggest gripe with Iran, but it's impossible not to admit that Khomeini 100% unironically saw hijab as a pro-woman feminist thing. Rikers, cis, non-binary, white, pally,
what
sultan,
the fuck, bro?
monster, gender, he, him.
What the fuck? What is monster gender, bro? Come on, man. What the fuck does that even mean?
non-binary, white, pally, sultan, monster, gender, he, him, 30, NSFW sometimes, eggs, okay, that...
Yeah, honestly, I'm not. You're literally the type of person that would kind of support that shit. Honestly, you're so fucking retarded. What the fuck? It's a monster gender, bro. For real. What is that? Your description tells me everything I need to know about you. You are just, yeah. Honestly,
him,
you belong on
30,
Twitter.
NSFW sometimes, egg slut.
Egg sluts? What the fuck?
Seemingly explains a lot. Bro
Yes.
is reading Pride and Prejudice and going, wow, women have such a hard time. This is why we need hijab. Okay, surely this is a troll. This is surely. I mean, but it's really hard to see. It's really hard to tell.
I don't think, man, Pegasus, I'm sorry. I don't think this guy's a troll, bro. I think he's just deep fried in the brain, bro. I think this guy might just be a complete retard, bro. Oh my god, I think he might be so fucking retarded that if you gave him a big rock and tell him to make it into smaller rocks, he would still fail at that. Like, I don't know, bro. This guy seems like a complete fucking retard, bro. Like, X deep fried his brain.
This is a troll. This is surely. I mean, but it's really hard to see. It's really hard to tell with so many people just being unironically stupid, right? Many women have been insulted, beaten, and shot in some cases by the morality police due to violations of the dress law, especially under harsher crackdowns that took place under Khomeini. This does not suggest he's a
Yeah.
No.
You don't understand.
He's a LGBT pro-trans feminist, yes. What the frig is wrong with you is forced on women. If you didn't wear it, he would imprison, execute them. You guys are sick in the head. And they keep trying to justify it. They keep responding to every post with US and Israel bombed a girls' elementary school. Heinous terror. Iran admitted they bombed it themselves earlier today. Like, I actually...
Come on, man. What the fuck?
Terror. Iran admitted they bombed it themselves earlier today. Like, I mean, I actually can't. So you're basically
I don't know. I don't know if that's
Iranian
actually
state
true. I need to
propaganda
look
when it
into it.
goes with your narrative, but don't believe them when they say Israel and US are not responsible. Typical sheep. You're Indian. Okay, so they're just racist as well. Okay, classic.
Yeah, okay. So so the guy gave an actual like a rational response to it. And then the reply is, so you're Indian. See what I mean? These guys are so fucking retarded that they can't even come up with a good like argument, right? As to why they think that what they believe is better. So they just throw insults at you to try and like shut you down. You're Indian, so your opinion doesn't matter, or something like that. Like, you know, because you read this, you're Indian. Of course, like, it's obvious what he meant to say. You're Indian, so your opinion doesn't matter. You're retarded. You're, you know what I mean? Something along those lines, right? Like, these people are just fucking mentally deep fried. They're so fucking retarded, bro. But at least they're on Twitter, right? Like, they are where they belong. Although, I could suggest to you, you should probably try Reddit. I think that will fit you a lot better.
And US are not responsible. Typical sheep. You're Indian. Okay, so they're just racist as well. Okay,
yeah.
Classic. I mean, lovely. I mean, this is Twitter. You have Hezbollah supporters with pronouns. Like, you can't make this shit up.
Yeah.
I mean, average Hassan fan. That is average Hassan fan. The pronouns for was were. We got
was were. Yeah, bro, this guy is definitely a Hassan fan, bro, because like he definitely watched, like, or even if he's not, he definitely watched a Hassan clip where he was saying that, listen, bro, Iran is actually, guys, you will not believe this, Iran is actually secretly supportive of the LGBT, and this guy was like, yes, I always knew it, bro. Thank you for saying it out loud. Thank you, bro. Like, this guy is such a fucking deep fried retard.
Morning Khomeini. Moving on to people going after streamer Fan. They're basically trying to get her to talk about politics, just like Emiru, and she obviously has nothing to do with politics. It's just a random streamer. Fan pushes back after viewers kept asking for her opinion on the war in Iran.
Can I get an amen for the brave troops that died fight? Why is everyone like, why do people do this? Genuinely, why do people do this? Do you guys not watch Twitch as like an escape? I don't understand. Like, can we please talk about it? What are people's obsessions with like internet people, like providing them with commentary or anything, or just like any discussion whatsoever on current events? Yeah, right? Like, the world fucking sucks. Don't you want to just watch Twitch and fucking relax and forget about how shitty the world is for 1 second? Oh my god. I can't understand the people who pester internet people being like, I can't believe you're not talking about and this current event right now. Like, this really horrible thing is going on in the world at the moment, and you're not bringing awareness to it. No, I'm not bringing awareness to it. I like to stream as my own escape too.
Honestly, bro, like, listen, advice for anyone, right? Like, listen, advice for anyone. If you're like, I don't know, content creator, streamer, whatever, right? Like, whether it's like you do YouTube videos or shorts or whatever, or you're like a streamer, if you don't want to talk about this shit and people just don't understand, just ban them or time them out at least. Like, you know what I mean? If you don't want to just outright ban them, just time them out. Like, clearly she's not like, bro. I just look at this clip, right, and I instantly assume that she I instantly without listen, if I was to be shown a random clip, right, like not this one, right, just, and I didn't see this one until now, right, but someone just showed me a random clip of her, I would not even think that she cares about politics. Or maybe if she does, like, she's definitely not someone to talk about politics on the stream, right? So, like, going to someone like this and like bugging them about what's your stance on politics, I said this was it I think I said this in this earlier in this episode, if not the other one that I recorded, where it's like, the people that bug you all the time to just react to or to give your opinion on politics stuff, even though you're not a political streamer, they're just fucking retards, bro. They're just gay retards. Like, that shit is just gay, bro. Like, you know, I mean, like I said a Emeru example, right? Where it's like, what the fuck would you want to go to Emeru for your political views? Who gives a shit? She's a fucking cosplayer, bro. She's a woo-woo girl. Nobody gives a fuck what she thinks about politics, bro. Are you fucking... You know what I mean? Like, it's just so retarded. Why the fuck would you even do that, bro? You know what I mean? Like, if you want to go to politics, you know, whatever, you can make your own decision, good or bad, right? Like, you already know mine. But if you want to talk about politics, you go to someone like maybe Hassan, even though I personally don't think that you should do that, right? Or Asmongold, or just, I don't know, Denims. Apparently she does politics, although again it's part of the Hassan camp. I don't think it's a good idea. Like, you won't really learn anything actually important from them, apart from maybe what not to do. But regardless, you know, putting my opinion aside, right, like, those are political streamers, right? So yeah, it makes sense. Or, you know, people that talk about politics, right? Like me, for example. If someone came and asked me about politics, it would make fucking sense, because I brought this shit onto myself, in the sense that I'm talking about politics, right? I'm talking about Hassan. He's a political streamer, and I'm giving, ultimately, you know, directly or indirectly, I'm also giving my political takes about it, right? So yeah, obviously, if someone came and asked me, like, what's your political opinion, or what's your opinion about this political shit, it would make sense. But if I was, I don't know, I would just play fucking... I'll play fucking Minecraft all day, every day, right? And that'll be what I'm streaming, or what, you know, my channel is just filled with Minecraft content. What the fuck would you come to me to ask me for my political view? You know what I mean? Like, that, it doesn't make sense. And those kinds of people are just fucking brain dead.
If I wanted to, like, go read New York Times or something. I love when my entertainer shares their worldview. Yeah. Like, do you know how unqualified streamers are to be making fucking claims on current events? Oh my god. Probably one of the least qualified people ever. I don't want to hear my fucking dumbass internet entertainer talking about world events. Like, what the f do you know? But I don't know. To each their own. Maybe some people are just like, I have to know that my streamer, like, supports the same shit as me and has the same opinions.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good response. That's basically how you want to shut people down, right? If you don't want to talk about politics or world events on your stream, that is completely your prerogative, right? So
yeah, and just don't do it. And if people are becoming really fucking annoying, like I said, ban them. Or if you want to be nice, just time them out first, and if they continue, then you ban them. But honestly, like, if I was in her shoes and people would just like be like annoying as fuck, and just like they wouldn't get the memo that I don't give a shit and I don't want to fucking talk about it, and they'll continue to pester me, I'll just start banning people. You know what I mean? Just expose them. It's like, okay, what's your name? Cringe Lord 97. Okay, you're getting banned, perma banned. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna put up with this shit. I said I don't want to do it, and you're still you're still talking about it. Then get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like, but it is what it is. You know, it's to each their own. But I still feel like she gave a really good response, right? Like,
just don't do it and just shut them down, right?
Yeah.
And it's crazy that these miserable people sort of go into every single streamer, every single creator's chat and try to harass them, try to get them to talk about it. And if they don't say exactly what they want, they'll just harass them till the ends of time, right? And they just want somebody to repeat their opinions back to them, sort of validate them again. And it's just a bunch of like echo chamber bullshit. And these terminally online freaks don't know how to relax. Like, just watch your favorite fucking IRL streamer, gaming streamer, just chatting streamer. I don't even know what the hell she does. Just enjoy the content instead of bitching in chat. Pure responded, okay, so she is pro ice. Got it. I mean, I hope you're kidding.
Yeah, what the fuck? And what is wrong? What is wrong if she's pro ice, bro? I'm pro ice, honestly. I'm not even American, but I think ice is good. I'm not saying that they're perfect by any means. 100% I'm not, right? They're definitely fucked up in their own ways, right? But I ultimately, like, the core idea of ice itself, I agree with, right? I stand on business when it comes to that shit. If you're illegal, right? And by the way, I'm speaking about Romania, right? If you're illegal and you're coming to Romania, I'm gonna support anyone that's kicking your ass out. You wanna come to Romania? No one's stopping you as long as you do it legally. Bro, you're welcome if you're doing it illegally. You know what I mean? Get your shit together, get a plane ticket or whatever, you know what I mean? And you can fly to Romania, you can start a life, get a job, you know what I mean? But if you're coming here illegally, you're defrauding the country and you're just abusing the help that you get, you know what I mean, like whatever they're called, like you know what I mean, like the food tickets and stuff like that, the food stamps, I think they're called in America, right? Then get the fuck out. You're a net negative for our community, so get the fuck out. Nobody wants you here, you know what I mean? Or if you come, like, that's another thing I don't understand, right? And I don't understand why America doesn't take this shit more seriously and just lets it happen. Like, for example, you have like the Somalis, right, in Minnesota, who were like scamming the government and shit, right? Whatever, you know, yeah, sure, the government has a lot of money, whatever the fuck. That's still not good, bro, because that affects Americans in the long run, and even in the short term, right? But when you have people come to your country from a different part of the world, right? Like, for example, Somalis come to America and they want to change America because it doesn't fit with their beliefs or stuff like that. What the fuck are they doing here? Kick them out. You know what I mean? Like, look, my parents moved to UK, right? I had to move with them because I was a minor at the time. I had no choice. I just had to move, right? Now, obviously, I moved back to Romania. That was my decision, right? I made my decision. Now that I'm an adult, I can, you know, I take my own, I pave my own road in life, right? But when I was in UK, right? Like, sure, I disagree with certain things, and it's fine to disagree with certain things, right? If they're unfair. But I never went and be like, oh, why the fuck do they not have Romanian food? Why the fuck, you know, do they not follow the Romanian culture? It's not fucking Romania. Of course I wouldn't fucking do that. It's UK. They got their own culture, their own food. Like, if you do this kind of shit, get the fuck out. What you doing in the country, you know? It's like what I said about Hassan, right? Hassan lives in America comfortably, and he's always complaining about how America is so bad and how he wishes death on America. What the fuck are you doing in America? Fuck off to Turkey, you cunt. Like, nobody wants you in America. Obviously, nobody wants him in America, right? But even then, like, what the fuck are you complaining? You're the one that lives in America. You have the power to fuck off back to where you came from. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't get it, right? These people feel entitled, and it's not like whatever, you know. The entitled people are one issue, right? But the bigger problem is the government that allows this shit to happen, right? If you have people coming in and disrespecting your country, why the fuck are you allowing them to disrespect your country? Send them out. Get rid of them. They're not welcome. You know what I mean? They're just ruining your reputation as a country. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's one thing I don't understand. It's really pissing me off, right? And like, look, you know, for example, in UK right now, right? It's a really big problem where, look, forget like legal immigrants, right? Even British people are complaining about the fact that illegal immigrants have more rights than fucking British people who were born and lived their entire life there. Right? You know, legal immigrants as well, bro. Like, they came here legally, or, well, not here, well, because I'm in Romania, right? But they came to UK legally, right? To start a life, and they can't get, help from the NHS because, oh, sorry, bro, the illegal one has priority. Like, come on, bro, what the fuck is going on? How do you prioritize illegal immigrants over your own fucking people? Forget the people that came here, that came to the country legally, right? Just how the fuck do you put the illegal immigrants on a pedestal over your own fucking people, over your own fucking nation? Like, what is wrong with you, bro? That shit, bro, honestly, I'm genuinely getting hit because this pisses me off, right? And I couldn't care less about UK. Like, I don't want to move back, right? But it's still bullshit and it's still unfair, right? And it's still something that I don't think it's a bad thing to bring up, right? Because it's like, I mean, I can still don't care about a country, but still, bring out a big problem with a country, right? And the problem is that the more you let them do this type of shit, right, come in, complain, and try and change the culture, the more it's gonna destabilize your own actual culture. Like, if you go in UK, right, you go to fucking Leicester, for example, most of that shit is Muslim places. I don't have an issue with Muslims, right? Like, I'm not trying to say that. But what I'm saying is, it's supposed to be fucking England, not fucking Dubai or whatever, right? Like, there's fucking mosques everywhere, right? In fucking Leicester. Or you go to Birmingham. Again, bro, they're all Muslims. They're all Indian. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Indian or Muslims, but it's not fucking British culture. Like, I'm walking down the street and I'm seeing Paki store, Indian store, fucking Turkish store. I'm not seeing a fucking British shop. Like, apart from obviously the main ones like Tesco, Co-op, that kind of shit, right? I'm not seeing like a traditional British store. Please, what the fuck happened to UK? Explain this to me. You know what I mean? Like, this is what's pissing me off, right? And I'm glad, honestly, that Romania is just being so firm on it. It's like, no one says you can't come here, but do it legally. Or you get deported. Like, we don't care. You know what I mean? You either get put in prison and then you get fucking deported, or you're just straight up getting deported. We don't tolerate this shit. And I'm happy about it because it keeps our culture the same, right? And like I said, no one says you can't come here legally, integrate with the culture. Because if you integrate and you participate and you change to be part of the culture, then that's something different and you're welcome. No, and I want to say that this applies kind of everywhere in the world, right? Like, for example, I'm Romanian, right? I'm Christian, right? If I go to fucking India, right? Or to Pakistan, I'm not gonna be like, what the fuck are you guys supporting Christian culture? Like, why the guys are not culture, religion? Why do you guys know Christians? What the fuck is wrong with you? What are you guys doing? Like, I'm not gonna do that shit because I'll probably get decapitated or fucking deported. Rightfully so, honestly. Like, if you do that shit, you should get deported, right? Like, you clearly don't want to be there because you like the culture or you like the people. You're clearly just going there and just being a piece of shit, a hateful person towards their culture. So of course you're gonna get kicked out, And I feel like that's what it should be done a lot more and a lot more strictly. I don't know, allowing illegals, it's a big fucking mistake. And, UK, it's a good fucking example as to why that is a fucking mistake, right? The country has become run by illegals and by non-British people to the point where even British people are complaining of the fact that they can't even get fucking medical help. It's a massive fucking problem. But anyway, sorry, let's just move on. Let's just finish the video because there's only like 50 seconds left.
We'll talk about it when her livelihood is taken from her, when things are completely destabilized. I hope Twitch falls so creators like her lose their careers. I mean, I hope Twitch falls too, but probably not for that reason. But
yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't
go after her like they did Emiru for
I wouldn't say
refusing
that.
to talk about politics. Just like, why do they need the validation of random streamers who don't talk about politics? Most jobless and pathetic behavior ever. And dude, I joke about being unemployed. Even I'm not this unemployed, bro. To go into fucking streamers' chats and harass people. Exactly. Why should she be forced to give an opinion to something she has nothing to do with? She wouldn't even have a well-educated opinion on it.
Yeah,
either.
exactly.
Wanting to know if someone you supports Hitler is completely reasonable. Also, she's a Zionist. I mean,
yeah, all right, bro.
Now click this video for a chocolate glazed donut. Thanks for
what the fuck, bro? Alright, anyway, this has been the video. I hope you guys liked it. As always, there's the video in the description, or the link, sorry, to the original video in the description. Yeah, man. If you guys want to see the whole playlist of my reaction content, it's up here. somewhere around here, something like that. Yeah, and if you guys want to see the last episode on the Hassan drama is like here, somewhere around here. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, don't forget to drop a like. Let me know your opinion. Obviously, as long as not being hateful or rude, I am happy to discuss with you. You know what I mean? As long as you're not giving some retarded take, I'm happy to debate with you or whatever, right? Any suggestions or anything you want to say, drop it down in the comments. If you want me to react to something in particular, also drop it down in the comments and I can react to it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've been Antidota and I shall see you next time. Peace.